Nintendo was originally founded as a card company in 1889, developing playing cards of a popular Japanese game. In 1963, the Nintendo Playing Card Company became the Nintendo Company, and proceeded to blow their wad by setting up companies destined to fail, like a taxi company, a love hotel chain, a TV network, and a food company selling instant rice. In 1966, Nintendo moved into the Japanese toy industry. One of their first electronic toys was called the Love Tester. After selling Magnavox Odysseys for 3 years, Nintendo developed their own hardware and released their first consoles exclusively in Japan called Color TV Game. That's creative. Donkey Kong was the game released in 1981 that skyrocketed Nintendo into a huge profit boost. But the guy that won the title of Nintendo mascot was some guy originally called Jumpman? In 1983, the Famicom consoles known as NES were released on the world and their ever-growing variations began. Super Nintendo, NES 101, Virtual Boy, Nintendo 64, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Micro, Game Boy Advance, GameCube, Game Boy Advance SP, Nintendo DS, Nintendo Wii, Nintendo Wii U, Nintendo 3DS.
Oh my god.
And let's not forget about the SNES CD, co-developed with Sony under the name PlayStation. Yep, Nintendo helped develop their ultimate rival by claiming cartridge games were superior. Nintendo owns the rights to many franchises, including Pokemon, The Legend of Zelda, Super Mario, Donkey Kong, Star Fox, Metroid, and many more. On the Nintendo DS game WarioWare Touched, well, just the name of that is cynical enough. Players were given the option to speed up and slow down songs playing on a record player. When the track Ashley song was sped up, many of the lyrics were skipped over and the distorted singing can be misheard as, I have granted kids to hell. After the release of Super Mario 3D, PETA made a website demonizing Nintendo called Mario Kills Tanuki. The site implied that Super Mario 3D Land was promoting the use of animal furs as clothing by allowing Mario to use the skin of a tanuki, a Japanese raccoon dog, as a power-up. When Mario Party 8 was released in 2007 in the UK, it had to immediately be recalled. Nintendo released a statement saying that several of the games contained the wrong version of the disc due to an assembly error. But the European retailer Game confirmed that the game was withdrawn because of an offensive line that was used during one of the spells cast by Carmack. The line was, Magic Koopa Magic, turn the train spastic, make this ticket tragic. Spastic is considered the second most offensive word regarding disability in the UK according to a 2003 poll. Nintendo hired a programming company to code the arcade version of Donkey Kong and signed a deal with them giving them exclusive rights to create Donkey Kong arcade boards. In 1983, that same company sued Nintendo on the grounds that they had broken the contract and produced over 80,000 arcade boards on their own. They also claimed that Nintendo had reverse engineered their code from Donkey Kong and used it in Donkey Kong Jr. There were only minor differences between the two games, such as the change of the colors in the girders from red to purple and the inclusion of fewer falling barrels in the opening scene. Before the 10th installment in the Zelda series, The Wind Walker was released, a demo video with advanced graphics premiered at Nintendo Space World 2000. When the game did come out and had subpar graphics, it was met with severe backlash. Nintendo likes to f with people's brains by making several of their characters male in some games and female in others, such as Sheik and Birdetta. One of Nintendo's properties, Pokemon, is a game where you travel around the world capturing rare animals and shoving them into your balls. The Pokemon Jinx was highly controversial due to its resemblance to characters from the Little Black Sambo. Critics insisted that the species enforced a negative stereotype against African Americans. One episode of the Pokemon show was removed from television after it caused seizures and put over 600 Japanese children in the hospital, some of which had no history of seizures whatsoever. At the time of this controversy, Pokemon was called Pocket Monsters, but the owners quickly changed the name of the brand so they could slip their seizure-inducing cartoon past fearful parents. The species of Pokemon that has been voted the worst of all time by the gaming public is called the Luvdisc. It's a flat fish-like creature with a body in the shape of a heart. If two Luvdiscs kiss, they're able to use their bodies as wings to fly for a short period of time. There's also a Pokemon named Trubbish, who is literally a bag of trash. Now, most of you probably know Mario as the mustache-rocking, princess-saving plumber hero he is portrayed as in his games. But what you might not know is that he has a dark side. In the game Donkey Kong Jr., Mario kidnaps Donkey Kong and tries to kill his son, Donkey Kong Jr., when he tries to save him. And that's not even some weird fan theory. That's literally the point of the game. Just look at this old television ad for it.
I got Donkey Kong, and now I'll get you too, Junior. Save your papa, huh? Save yourself first.
He's chasing me with snapping jaws, and I could fall.
Yeah, that's What's up, ladies and gentlemen? That motherfucking piece of shit dog that laughs at you when you miss the duck. Waluigi, or in other words, discount Robbie Rotten. Wii remotes.
Come on.
Oh. And what am I? Oh!
Nintendo tried to get gamers to be more active with Wii Sports, but the only sport anyone ever plays is bowling, the game you could play in real life while eating greasy ass pizza and drinking beer. Baby steps.
Oh.